accident, you know, he was just on top of the world.
It was finally making sense to him. All his turmoil, all his craziness, all his creative juice, everything was just all coming together into this one moment of recognition that he was coming to. And then he's gone.
On August 28th at the Liquid Steel Bike Show in Concord, North Carolina, Indian Larry hopped on one of his stunt bikes to do a motorcycle daredevil show. He rode through a tunnel of fire.
Scooby, good job.
Give me a second, I gotta just go nuts a little bit.
Then performed his signature trick riding stunts. As he did one more pass for the adoring crowd, he was standing on the seat when the bike went into a wobble.
He was standing on the seat like he often does, and he fell off. And when he fell off, he hit his head.
Everyone expected him to get right back up, but Indian Larry never regained consciousness. He died 2 days later.
This was the night Larry died outside the shop. People had already started to build a little bit of a memorial.
You keep expecting him to come, you know, gaping in like he had that walk, and just come strolling in with his flip-flops and, hey, what's up?
Walking in here today and not seeing Larry here, part of my life is gone.
When you lose a child, young or old, it stays with you. Be thankful the time you had with them.
The hardest thing was telling my son, because I was his hero. How do you tell an 8-year-old? And he kept saying, my son, what does that mean? We're never gonna see him? And I'm like, that's kind of it, you know? He was his hero. And not too many kids get to meet their hero. So be happy for that, you know?
Big, empty spot in the world where Indian Larry was, you know? It's just, nobody will ever fill those flip-flops.
The loss goes way, way deeper than just the loss of the man.
People just loved him. He lit up a room.
I know Larry had my complete respect, and cool is cool, you know what I mean?
He was definitely the leader of the pack.
At the time of his death, Indian Larry was Biker Build-Off's reigning champion. He was mobbed at motorcycle rallies, and his bikes like Ratfink and Chain of Mystery were featured in every major motorcycle publication in the world.
He was the guy that didn't sell out.
But Larry was a cultural icon, too. In his 55 years, he'd been to hell and back. Artist, bank robber, actor, addict. Ironically, Larry's life ended with his logo, a question mark and a cross.
His life is like a Greek tragedy, but that has a happy ending. He goes through, you know, this hell on earth, but then is finally redeemed, and then the gods pluck him out.
Unfortunately, at the height of his success and popularity, he was taken away from us. We'll never understand why, but I just think God needed a kick-ass chopper and wanted the guy that knew how to build it up there.
When I die, I want to meet God and go like, what the hell were you thinking, you know? It's like, what were you thinking?
News of Indian Larry's untimely death traveled fast. And one crisp autumn morning, a few thousand of his closest friends and fans, including some of the most famous bike fabricators in the world, gathered outside his shop in Brooklyn for a celebration hosted by Larry's partners and his widow Bambi.
This is a celebration of a guy that lived, and that's why I'm smiling. You know, I'm not smiling because he's dead. I'm smiling because his friends are here to see him off.
Larry wouldn't want a bunch of people walking by, you know, with their heads down and crying and everything, you know. We all do it at our own time, but not today. Today's a celebration of his life, the way he lived it.
I think that Larry's found the answers now to all those questions he was seeking.
It was the best experience I ever had riding handlebar to handlebar, trying to keep up with Larry. I tell you, he's one of the best riders I've ever seen in my life.
Everyone who knew Larry knew he was a super nice guy, super humble.
And I think that that's why you're seeing so many people showing up on a day like today to give him respect, not for the bikes that he built, but for the kind of guy he was.
Probably the only big regret is not getting to know him a lot better, a lot sooner.
If you want to use the term old school, Larry was the schoolmaster. Larry ended up leaving this world with the wind in his hair, with the sun on his face. He went the way he lived, doing what he loved.
I feel you should be doing exactly what you want to do in life, how you want to do it, when you want to do it. Otherwise, you're wasting your life and you're wasting the talents that were given to you. Life is like a real precious short gift. Not that I didn't enjoy it and everything, but, you know, I got things to do, places to go.